I mean, it's two guys that are really on, that's for sure. I mean, we're not swinging the bats well. That's kind of, we haven't been in a while. I think 3 out of the last 4 games we played, we haven't scored. So, but he was, I mean, I looked up at one point in time and there was 50-some strikes and team balls. I mean, and he was, broke out the curveball, you know, really going to Nicky in the first inning. He was just really good. I mean, he was, you know, just that. And we said last night, it's kind of, Ryu last night kind of, it's like we're getting ready. You know, I mean, it's a good warm up for Kershaw. I mean, for what we're going to face. And thought maybe had a good plan. You know, Ronald came out and rifled that one in the first inning. And, he was the only guy, I think, that got to second base after that even. So, I don't know. We just got to, you know, go back home, regroup, and win a game.
Over here to the right.
Brian, since Kershaw doesn't throw quite as hard as he used to, how much more difficult is it for your hitters to prepare for him, knowing that and knowing that he's going to be using a lot more sliders?
Well, than they were. I mean, they, like we talked about that cut ride, and they prepared for that, and you know, it was just, but he was just so, I don't know. I mean, he just is attacking and moving the ball around, and I said I kind of felt like later in the game he started going to his curveball a little bit and wasn't a lot early, you know, and it's just not, you know, one guy. It's a complete team thing right now as far as the lack of offense. You can't blame any one person. I mean, it's just you know, our whole lineup's having a hard time, you know, struggling offensively right now.
Third row, JP.
Manny Machado had a quiet game yesterday, but when you look at his history against Anibal, did you know that that would be a difficult matchup today?
Well, yeah, I mean, he's a difficult matchup for anybody. I mean, when I look at him, I mean, it's just some of the pitches he hits, and you know, and after that, I mean, they seem pretty good, you know, hindsight. But like I say, I mean, he's a tough matchup for everybody. I mean, he's just you know, an elite player.
Same row to the right.
Snit, Kershaw had a couple of really short innings. Was the strategy, obviously he gives up more hits early in counts. Did you guys want to be aggressive?
Yeah, I mean, we looked at it, and you know, we were kind of at the guys that, you know, he's getting ahead with a fastball and had him be on the attack for it. I mean, we weren't going to let it get deep, and that was kind of the plan, is to get after him early.
A couple more. We'll go Mark right here in the second row.
When Sanchez got 3-0 right there to Machado, what was your thinking right there?
I just kind of, I thought, well, he's not going to pitch to him. You know, I mean, I have the option of walking him. That's my fault right there. But I just assumed, you know, right there. And the pitch he hit was, I mean, most guys don't get that ball. But I can take it out of his hands, too.
Brian, when you said we talked about looking out for the cut ride, are you literally talking about the way Kershaw's fastball runs in on right-handers?
Yeah, and the sliders that he's using a lot now, and you know, we saw it, and you know, going in, we thought we had a good plan against him, but I mean, he just, like I say, collectively we're not swinging the bats well, and on top of that, we faced 2 guys that just they didn't miss. They didn't miss. I mean, they didn't miss locations. They didn't make any mistakes. I mean, for 2 games, for 18 innings. It was 2 guys that were about as pinpoint as you could be.
Anything else for Snit? Last one on the right.
Yeah, Brian, just following that up, I mean, you only have so many lineup options, I mean, going into the next game. And so something like this, do you just sort of come back in game 3 and hope? Or
yeah, I mean, it's kind of, you know, I'll probably move some guys around, but I mean, it's the same. The same guys are going to be out there. I mean, again, I said we are what we are, and you know, we're a pretty set lineup because we're not deep on our bench. We haven't been all year, and so we just got to hope that, you know. And I don't know that moving guys around, giving them different looks in the lineup when you're swinging the bats like we are, is even the answer. But yeah, we'll try something a little different on Sunday.
You know, just try to execute the pitch. You know, on 3 count, you want to throw, you know, pitch for a strike. And it's no doubt how good hitter is Machado. And I know for some reason he's gonna swing on that moment. That's why I tried to execute the pitch, but he put really good swing on it.
Anything else? Right here.
Anibal, what were your teammates saying about Kershaw in the dugout during the game, if they said anything?
You know, everybody can say just good thing about this guy. Kershaw, he's dominant. He got really good stuff today. And, you know, those guys, they want to do something against him, but he's able to put the ball on the spot, and you know that's the result that he got. I don't hear too much about it, but I see the frustration those guys have against this guy.